The attorneys representing the 16-year-old boy accused of killing Caleb Quick deny all allegations. They say their client is not a threat to the public and should be allowed to go home. A 16-year-old murder suspect back in court.
At this point, we've denied all the allegations, which in juvenile court is the equivalent of a not guilty plea.
The male suspect is accused of killing Caleb Quick in a McDonald's parking lot back in April. He was called in for a detention hearing Wednesday to find out if he'll be allowed to live at home throughout the hearings or if he'll have to stay in custody.
All of the factors for release point towards release in this case. No prior criminal history, youthfulness, good parents. All of that points towards release.
The suspect's attorney, Mark Coleman, says his client doesn't have any prior convictions. He also denies all murder allegations. But he says if his client had killed Quick, it would have only been as a reaction to Quick's alleged misconduct.
I believe that the alleged offense, has to be put into context. In other words, it didn't just happen because there was a beef over a hamburger or money owed.
The judge ultimately decided to keep the teenager in custody, saying the crime took serious planning.
Obviously, the offense is serious. We're taking it seriously, but his background is really a good background. He comes from a good family.
The other suspect in this case, a 16-year-old girl, is still awaiting her detention hearing. The Fresno County District Attorney's Office recommends both of them be tried as adults, and the judge will make that decision at an upcoming transfer hearing.
Our client is 16 years old. If this had occurred when he was 15 years old, he would not be able to be transferred.
Before there can be a transfer hearing, the next step is for them to have a settlement conference. That's where both sides are going to come together to try to come to a mutual agreement. And that will take place first thing in the morning, July 8th. At the Fresno County Juvenile Court, I'm Brianna Bias, KC24, local news that matters.